I learned the hard way that the best advice that may have worked for others probably won't work for you. I broke my back when I was 20. There was an accident and I was just unfortunate to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. The result was a fractured vertebra, and that fraction of a second has had more impact on my life than any other moment. Despite my best efforts to manage this injury in my 20s, spending thousands of dollars on specialists, on physios, on osteos, on remedial massage, I spent an hour of my day rolling and trigger pointing and stretching, and it was all just to get through the day or to get through the week. And still, the chronic pain just got worse and worse over time, and my injuries got worse and more frequent. Small things like a bad night's sleep would wipe me out for the rest of the day. I'm quite an active person, but I was spending more and more time injured. And a decade later, I worried what another 10 years in the future would look like. Everyone told me that yoga and Pilates was best practice for managing and potentially reversing these injuries. I signed up at a studio and I went 6 days a week for 9 months straight. I didn't miss a day, but despite my perseverance and hard work, nothing changed for me. The advice wasn't bad. I saw these modalities helping people every time I went. They just didn't work for me because they didn't meet me where I was. With nothing to lose, I booked a half-hour consult with a movement specialist, ironically in the building next door. They came highly recommended from a friend in this space, and this 30 minutes turned into 3 hours. Every time I moved or they assessed something, they said, interesting. At the end of it, I was told I'd have to stop everything. I'd have to give up gym and running and surfing, all things that I really enjoyed, to rebuild my system from the ground up. The next week, I was in the gym, lying face down on the ground, just trying to lift my arm off the ground, and just a simple movement like that. I looked like one of those Japanese money cats, and on it went. Week after week, I was just trying to relearn basic movements. I even had to relearn how to breathe properly. Anyone who's done any kind of rehab knows how frustrating this process is. It's slow, it's non-linear, and it's full of setbacks. I'm not there yet, but since focusing on the fundamentals, my back pain has completely disappeared. It's been gone for a few years now. Whilst I'm still building my fitness back up now, movement feels a lot more resilient. My body's a lot more predictable. I'm in less pain in my 30s than I was in my 20s. It wasn't until I saw this specialist that saw my body as a system. They looked past the obvious symptoms and they focused on movement from first principles. They weren't interested in silver bullets. They were focused on long-term function and success. I've realized that this tunnel vision is not unique. In our business in mining, we see this all the time. Process specialists see process problems, MOS consultants see MOS problems, tech providers, tech problems, and so on. Everyone approaches the problem according to their own bias. I learnt the hard way just how much your foundation determines your ceiling, whether it's your body or your operations. I hope you don't make the same mistakes that I did. I hope you fix the foundation first.